everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel. I am Philip Clark here at International Property Alert, and today I am in luxurious Bangtao, Thailand, and I'm speaking with a developer of Zero Bangtao. Now please introduce yourself, Vid. Pleasure having you here.
Thanks so much for having me, and my name is Vid. I'm one of the co-founders of the Zero Phuket. We are an eco-friendly development company originally from London with over 20 years of experience developing luxury apartments in last project, for example, was in Wimbledon. Everybody knows, and it was 35 units in SW20. Then we had a couple of projects in SW19 as well, and a couple of projects in Surrey and different parts of London. Then around 4 years ago, the founder and my friend Robert, he came to Phuket, and we met and we thought about starting something similar here, and that same ethos, like translating it to Thailand to give this island a little bit more quality and eco-friendly project that it needs.
Excellent, excellent. So that's a bit of a big jump, isn't it? From WS9, Wimbledon, London, and then straight over to Thailand. So what inspired you to choose Bangtao for this project?
Well, Bangtao is one of the most, as Wimbledon is in UK, you know, like it's one of the most luxurious areas in the whole Thailand, you know, like in the whole Phuket and then Thailand as well. Like we just had an EDC festival here. We are having more and more like affluent tourists. We have Laguna, golf courses, Amampuri, like all of the big stars are staying there. So like the area itself is, if you're thinking about like Beverly Hills of Phuket, that's Bangtao. For real estate, location is the most important thing, right? So when we saw an opportunity and a piece of land here in Bangtao, that was right in the center, but still you are a little bit outside of the whole like noise, and it just made sense. Like we just looked at it and said, yeah, that's the spot. So yeah, that was about 2 years ago.
Wow.
And now the project is nearly 70% sold. We are building and we got all the permits in the first year. Then right now we are just at the superstructure stage. So we're starting to go out of the ground.
Wow, unbelievable. 70% sold. Well, obviously it's gaining some interest out there. If you were speaking to an investor who wanted to purchase a property in Bangtao, what would separate Bangtao, Phuket, Thailand to, let's say, the likes of Pattaya or Bangkok or Koh Samui?
If you're looking at just purely like Bangtao itself, it has been the fastest growing region of Phuket. So it used to be, I came here about 8 years ago. I saw on and off, like I saw the region develop. It used to be 7th or 8th price per square meter region. Right now it's second only by Patong. So it's the fastest growing region. That's why we chose it as well. The most projects are in this area as well because there is a massive demand for it. It's the area that has been developed in past it started to be developed by Laguna first. It used to be tin mines, and now the good part about it is that you have all of this new infrastructure. Like if you look at the rest of Thailand, you still have this kind of not like a luxurious feel to it. Although here in Bangtao, you have a totally different vibe, a strong expat community as well, a lot of high-end restaurants, hotels, international schools, like everything is getting developed like in about 10 years. So everything is new, and you have this feeling of it's all just classy and higher end, and that's why we picked it as well, because we saw a massive potential and a massive growth that it has been producing over the past 5 years.
Okay, sounds pretty tranquil. So let's move on to the development then. So it's a perfect location, perfect area, very luxurious, sounds tranquil, and obviously it's only, I was told, 18 minutes walk from the beach, which is just fantastic.
It's about 4-minute drive or 18 minutes walking. So like you have a straight access to the beach, and we even have in our project, we thought about it because it's not like on the first line. So we will have the shuttle bus to the beach. it's still very close. The project itself, I mean, if you may, it's a very low density project with so altogether it's on one rai of lands or 1,600 square meters. It's a small boutique project with 85 units. Out of 8,500 square meters of actual building area, only 4,000 is sellable. The rest is all common areas, underground parking, and it's accessible to everybody. So parking, for example, in here is not sold or not like it's common area. So we have 56 underground parking spots for 85 units, and most of the people here anyway drive a bike, so you can 100% be sure that you have your spot on the building. Well, we try just to give our clients the best possible, a living experience as well.
And what was the core vision behind the design of a project? It does look stunning. It really does. And like you said, it's very small concept, only 85 units, so you're not going to be too busy. But what was the actual, vision behind the design?
The vision behind the design was quite simple. We wanted to create a space where you could have everything within your reach, not even leaving the building. So we designed it for digital nomads in mind, for people who would stay here as well and use it as a facility, both short-term and long-term rentals, because we have the rooftop pool, we have sauna, ice bath, kids club, co-working space, meeting rooms, a little restaurant, cafe. So you imagine waking up in the morning, you have everything there. You go down to the co-working space, get a croissant or sourdough, you go outside, you go to the beach, come back, you watch sunset or have like cocktails up on the rooftop. It's this kind of we started from ourselves, like what we would love, like how a perfect day would look like for us, and then we went backwards, right?
Well, I'm sold already.
All right.
Okay, so what would you say to an investor why choose your project over others? Of course, I know Laguna is quite a luxurious area. There's many other developments there, obviously. But why would you tell an investor to choose yours over theirs? Just a brief.
I feel like when it comes to like price and quality and difference between price and quality, I don't feel like there is anything else on the market even close. With all the technologies that we use, with the solar panels, with the heat protection, isolation, as well, like all the materials are eco-friendly and built to last, what is most important. You have to understand that this is a tropical climate, so like everything that we chose, from the facades to the floors to every single bit, was designed basically for this environment, and to make sure that it lasts, so that your investment is not gonna look like most of them, after 5 years it's gonna look terrible.
Wow, so well maintained, well looked after, and the building products just sound exceptional. So on an investor's point of view, have you looked into any figures at all? Have you crunched some numbers of
of course,
occupancy rates, ROIs, anything like that?
So for the investors, it's really good actually, because what we do as well, we offer full-on service after. So it's not just like you're not just buying an apartment, you're buying a managed property. So and as well, it's fully flexible, so they can use it as long as they want. They join the rental pool. They can join the rental pool, or they can use the unit themselves. They can decide how long, how much, and that's going to affect, of course, their rental return. We did some estimates, and we're very comfortable with 8 to 10, up to 11%. It depends on which stage that investors bought, because, of course, like the pre-sale and then the further down the line is going to be a little bit less of the rental return, but it shouldn't be less than 8% for sure, depending, of course, on multiple factors: the floor, the layout, smaller units, bigger units.
Yeah, I've been studying the market myself, and whoever's watching this video, Pattaya and Bangkok, it has slowed down over the past 12 to 18 months. Phuket, it looks like it's still increasing.
Phuket is the only area that has actually been increasing in both rentals, visits, and the price per square meter. Everywhere else in whole Thailand, basically, like especially in Bangkok, we're seeing a lot of how they say downturn pressure when it comes to price per square meter, because a lot of Chinese buyers were like the number one investors in Bangkok. Problem is, right now Chinese cannot get their money easily after COVID. So most of the big Thai developers, they came to Phuket because in Bangkok they had to even cancel one or two projects because, well, more than one or two, because they didn't have enough demand to continue building. And you are even having right now like the problem of ghost condos, right? Like a lot of units that are vacant, and the realistic rental returns in Bangkok are 3 to 5% at most, if you're lucky. If you get in early, or you find the perfect gem, right? Yeah, or you do some refurb yourself, and that's another like, yeah, it's a lot of effort to get that kind of returns. And the good part about Phuket was the fact that, first of all, you still have cheap labor. The land is relatively cheap, although it has been going up and up and up. Last 3 years, it has gone up, some places even 300%. So definitely there is a lot of demand when it comes to like actually developing the developments here. Right now you're having about there was 27 active new builds right now, maybe more when we go to condominiums. And then for villas, there is another 200 projects on the island. So yeah, island is growing really, really quick because there is a massive demand from investors abroad. A lot of people ask as well, like, oh, is it a bubble or what's happening? Like, honestly, like in order for it to be a bubble, there needs to be a leverage, right?
Yeah.
But the problem is, like, most of the investors here, they are foreign investors. The problem as well is that as a foreign investor, you cannot get a mortgage, and especially not on a new build. It's all cash buyers. So you know that cash market usually doesn't create bubbles.
Okay, so what you're saying is, let's say an investor has a plan for the next 3, 5, 10 years. You think it's going to continue to increase?
Yes, because the tourism has increased. Even this year, even with some bad news, like regarding for example, the Palestine and that part of the world when they shut down the airport. So we had a little like decrease in tourists because nobody could come in and out, and mainly it was through Qatar and UAE, so they shut down the airport for 7-8 days. So that impacted a little bit like the tourism ins and outs. We still are having a 3% increase in tourists this year, like last year on year, and only place actually in whole Phuket that has seen constant growth after COVID. So I'm thinking like the demand right now, for example, if you go on booking.com or Airbnb or wherever and try to find a room in Bangtao, just try and see what are the prices. It's absolutely insane, and there is no availability as well. So like that's why it's a massive upside. And the second thing is it's very well, it's relatively cheap to build because you have materials from China or from Thailand, so they have their own production, plus the import taxes here are much cheaper than anywhere else, because they have good bilateral agreements with China. Then and at the same time you have cheap labor from Myanmar and Burma, plus local labor. So your cost to build is actually much lower than in Europe, although the prices of rentals are much higher because of the high tourist demand, what creates this kind of unique opportunity when it comes to higher ROI. And that's why we can actually achieve like very confidently like minimum of 8%.
Wow. Interesting. Okay, and in one sentence, why would you say this development and location is a smart investment if you were speaking to me as an investor?
If I was speaking to you as an investor, first of all, the location is premium. You are in the middle of in the heart of Bangtao, but still away from the noise, so it's quite private, close to the beach, and high rental demand. And what I see like here in last 8-9 years is the fact that it has been just ramping up more and more and more every year.
Perfect. And if I was an investor and I was interested, what would be the next steps, or what would be the next best step?
So the next best step would be to contact us. We can give you a proper consultation, go through your situation, because everybody, of course, is different. we do have specific payment plans during construction, and we tailor them to our investors, usually their cash flow as well, because not everybody has the full amount upfront, and the fact that we can't get any mortgages or loans. So we, as a developer as well, we try to be very flexible when it comes to like stage payments. We will go through the projects, pick the units, see which, as well understand what is your long-term, short-term, or exit strategy as well. Try to go through each and every option, scenario, explain a little bit about the legal as well, like what is freehold, leasehold, ownership types in Thailand. Very important thing as well is that you guys have to know that Thailand, you can actually own property freehold, only condominiums, not land, not how do you say, and it's 100% in your name. But where most people get confused is that 49% of the whole building has to be owned, 51% of the whole building has to be owned by Thais, and then 49 by foreigners. So that's where the confusion is. But yeah, anyways, we go through the whole process, explain to you basically everything, and then if you're happy and feel secure, you put down the reservation. Then you have a couple of days to either do due diligence, to check. We provide all of the information, and then it's the first payment and signing of the contract.
Perfect. And when is this project due to be completed?
This project is due to be completed Q1 next year. So about in a year from now, more or less. So 12 to 13 months.
Literally right around the corner. Okay, well, anybody watching, if you want to have access to this fantastic investment, you either contact myself at International Property Alerts, simply put a question below. Don't forget to subscribe and like our video. And like I said, either myself or even Vid could possibly be taking you to this site and showing you this fantastic project. Great investment. Vid, is there anything else you would like to say to anybody watching this video?
I want to say that for me personally, this whole journey from idea till actually realization has been incredible, and I hope you guys as well will join us and join our community here and make this dream come true. Owning a property in a beautiful place and building something really special that we all can be proud of. That's something to look forward to for sure.
Amazing. Please like and subscribe. Thank you very much for watching, Vid. Thank you very much for your time today. It's been a pleasure. And hopefully we'll have some contacts from clients and help them with a dream move. Thank you again.
Fantastic. Thank you, Phil. Have a good one.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye.